Baka, scent for your soul.
Khas.
Manmat khas.
Manmat khas.
Now this particular khas is quite rounded off khas in my opinion. There are no flaws which I see with this particular khas. It starts off pretty well. There is earthiness, there is mossiness to this particular it. It's quite tamed down. It's not very sharp, I will say, like most of the khas can be. And this lasts around 8 hours. And this costs around about 3,000 rupees a tola. Absolutely an excellent khas in my opinion. So you can look to try from this particular house, Banka Perfume.
I really loved wearing this one because this is made of the grass of vetiver and it is very thick. And the best part is vetiver from different regions and different distillation process gives a slightly different profile. Some smell very dry and woody and has that tricky character. Some smell very green and smooth. Some gives a mix of both. Now this one is definitely very thick, okay, very, very thick. Did you see that dripping? It is definitely very thick. The best part about this, just from my personal taste, is after 2 hours, it definitely opens up with that nice thick, green, grassy, earthy sort of feel, a bit woody as well. But as and when it dries down, let's say for about 2 hours of dry down, this changes into that nice mild sweetness of a floral vibe. That also is one character of khas, guys, and this is the best part of khas that I personally enjoy. I don't get that feel from all the khas, but this one definitely had that. After 2 hours, it gives that mild sweetness of a jasmine floral, which you get in the dry down of jasmine athars. Now obviously I don't think they use jasmine, but I've experienced this in khas a few times because my brother is a huge fan of khas. So the khas that he uses gives me the same feel in the dry down. It gives that light sweetness of jasmine floral dry down, and this khas had that, and that is what I enjoy in khas. Some khas don't have that, and some people enjoy the other part of khas, which is that dry, woody, earthy sort of feel, but I personally enjoy this sort of khas. This one costs around 1,000 for a 6 ml, which I think it's pretty decent for a natural material.
Now Indian perfumery in my opinion is based on floral, vetiver and sandalwood. This is the core of Indian perfumery in my opinion. Now this is khas by Banka Perfumes. Now the other thing I want to talk about khas is that I love vetiver note, but I don't like vetiver or khas in oil format till now, which is till I saw this particular perfume or smelled this particular perfume. I did not like them. Why I did not like khas was the khas is very rooty. It's very sharp in raw format. Now, because it is so rooty and sharp, it's very hard to wear that in raw format. And all the oils I have tried from different distillers, it did not work for me. This one is not. This is a tamed beast in my opinion. And it's brilliant to wear on its own, and if you want to, you can layer it. Oils are meant to be layered, so you can layer it with your ouds, your rose, your sandalwoods, and the aura it creates is brilliant.
Banka Manmat khas, why I like it more and why is this khas in my top 5. So I personally like my khas to be more sweet and green and less earthy. So here in the case of this khas, this is sweet. The sweet nuances are dominating here, and then this is citrusy, this is more woody, this is more green. It's like a garden in one small bottle. You can say a forest in one small bottle. Once you start wearing it, in the beginning it's going to give you that feel of very simple kind of scent, but once you start sweating or once you start walking in the sun, as soon as the temperature rises, this attar is going to open and you will start to explore different layers of goodness in this attar. So it starts with greenness. You will get some beautiful green notes which are going to give you that feel if you are sitting in Eden, in paradise. Very beautiful, cool, minty green notes you will get in the beginning, and then after some time you will start to get that sweetness there with some woody, light woody nuances, and then in the third phase it becomes a little bit more woody. It's going to give you that cedar wood type of dry woody feel, and then in the final dry down, it becomes a little bit woody and earthy kind of scent. So this is how Banka Manmat Khas smells, and I love oil of khas, and I love to wear these attars on my weekends when I'm not going to office, because this is a very strong kind of attar and it projects like crazy. And I prefer to use this when I'm staying at home or if I'm going somewhere outside in my outdoors. I love to wear it. This is 100% a pure natural distilled khas without any additives. So it's 100% natural and 100% pure, and the purest oil you can get of khas. So here, the scent profile of any khas is very complex. In the beginning, at the first sniff, you may think that this is a very simple green and earthy type of scent. But once you start wearing it, with the time, with every wearing, you will be exploring the depth and that fine nuances of your khas. The main properties of khas are, they are green, they are sweet, they are refreshing, and then they are going to give you woody feel, and then they are also going to give you that earthiness, that smell of soil. Whenever it rains in summers, so you get that smell from the earth. So that smell you will get in your khas. So now let's talk about this khas.
Banka, scent for your soul.